fellow watchers and enjoyers. Piggy and Ash here from Watching Walford to bring you yet another edition of Watching Walford. It's episode 109. Today's episode is going to cover the biggest storylines takeaways from week 5. I don't know it. I forgot. Of 2025. All the episodes from the 27th of the 1st all the way to the 30th of the 1st. If you don't know, this is a lovely podcast. The first 30 minutes is us shooting the shoot, and then from 30 minutes onwards we talk about the EastEnders. The topics are Phil Mitchell continues to struggle, the Ruby Allen special, Cindy's got I can't say the word yet, Sonia's worried, and awards. So yeah,
Cindy's packing heat.
Yeah. There's Ash, by the way. That's Ash, if you couldn't tell, if this is your first time watching. So yeah, I'm just gonna quickly make a note because it's the 30 minutes. Why don't you start us off, mate?
First of the podcast. I mean, if we just have a little brief segment about this week of EastEnders was a strange one. It was a good one. It was a fun one, but it's a very strange pacing, and it's still, honestly, not to make a big deal out of it. The pacing for the 40th have been all out of whack. You know what I mean? It's been so lifeless. Like, what's even happening, boys? We don't know. We have no news about Linda. The Six stuff is on the back burner. We have the Reiss stuff, which is heating up. We have the Martin and Ruby stuff, and Stacey, which is heating up. We kind of have, when we have approached the Jack and the Ravi and Denise affair, or just seeing each other. And we have Cindy, the Walford whacker, but it's not very exciting yet. I'll be honest, boys. Just as a message, bit worried about the hype around the 40th. But yeah, how you doing, mate?
Yeah, just on that. If my notes are a bit scuffed, if you don't know how this works, I kind of use my noggin because I have a better memory of EastEnders than Ash. But when it comes to
you are much better at going through this.
Yeah,
just outright remembering what happened.
Yeah, so I usually rattle off what I remember, and then Ash obviously comes and goes, "Well, actually, you have that scene wrong, Piggy. It was actually after this scene." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. Sorry." He chimes in and helps me. Yeah, because I feel weird just writing notes. Don't ask me why. I just feel weird at writing notes. I can write notes for Ash when he's doing these big topics, but when it comes to me doing the notes, I just struggle. So yeah, if my notes are a bit all over the place, I'm sorry. I try to remember this week, but this week, in Men in Black,
a sleeper week is being generous.
Do you know, in Men in Black, where they have that pen and they just flash it and they erase your memory?
Yeah, the memory wipe.
Yeah, that was me this week. Just
the Men in Black, Galaxy Defenders. Fuck yeah, banger, absolute tune.
It's not the song. Yeah, Will Smith wrote that, didn't he?
Yeah.
But yeah, this is
serious rapper Will Smith.
Yep, and his wife gets ploughed by his son's best friend every time. And he's still in love with her, so it's all fun. We don't judge. So how have you been, mate?
It's been alright, honestly. It's back to normal, honestly. We've not taken the same. Still been basically what I've learned is basically took a month off of actually being active. Carried over a lot of the effort into the first 2 weeks. Then all the YouTube momentum, December Christmas momentum. Then it tailed off, and then suddenly my brain went and relax. I've had a good couple of weeks just chilling. I've been playing Dark Souls, which people who don't know what that is, it's a video game, and it's most notoriously known as one of the harder games where the people who are into Dark Souls are elitist pricks. And we're past a minute, right?
Yeah, we're 5 minutes in. You're fine.
It's out. Bloody hell. They are elitists. They are buddy, you're doing this, but to get into it, there's a fairly high barrier of entry because you suddenly have to fight these hard enemies And to someone who doesn't really understand it, it could just be really frustrating, and you just don't want to go through it. And I was one of those people till like this last week, where I played a mod of one of them with me brothers, and now I understand why people like Dark Souls only about 10 years too late. But yeah, no, it's been good. I'm back. I'm back to back. I was having a couple of bad days in there, but that's fine. They all happen. January sucks as a month in general. But yeah, I'm doing good. I'm having a good time. How are you doing, mate?
Oh, I'm doing fine. I'm doing whimsical. I've just it's now February when this comes out. We have passed the month. We have, well, I don't know if we survived. This could just be released and we could be dead. But if we're still alive, we're in February now. We're officially past January, the slowest month of the year. Because once January's over, that gear stick goes flying off, and suddenly you're in December going, I was just in February last week. What the hell happened?
Yeah, it really is. It really does go like I'd love to say it didn't, but like last year as well. January was like everything's gonna bloody change. Gonna change everything. It's gonna be great, and then burn myself out again. And then we got back to normal. And suddenly it's like it's bloody Christmas. What? What do you mean? But yeah, no, I do. I just January sucks. I just hate January. It's a terrible month. It's cold.
Yeah.
To some of my family members' cars failed their MOT. Everything's ruined. Everything's ruined.
Yeah.
I had a pseudo driving lesson, and I've never gone back to it since.
He's gonna get a he's a good driver, Ashes, aren't you? Okay, we're gonna end. What is that called? Is it Boxcar Rally? Do you know the one that always airs on Dave? Yeah. Like the one on Dave that always airs. We're gonna enter you in that.
Well, time to crash into a bundle of logs and land with a pillow under my head.
Nope, we're giving you CTE.
I'm just imagining the Simpsons bit where Nelson's got the honor roller and Bart's driving his little awful car. And then Martin doesn't he just flame out in the end so Bart gets to drive it?
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, that's my token Simpsons reference for the year.
I mean, just generally, the Simpsons are genuinely just good. Like early Simpsons and some of middle era Simpsons are generally good. The one thing that always pissed me off was obviously, different writers come in. They have their own idea of what they want the characters to be. Obviously, I don't know if you ever heard of the phrase jerk ass Homer, where Homer for the long time was a jerk. See, I understand, right, because it's in the nature of Family Guy. I feel that way with Peter Griffin, because at one point he was genuinely just a lovable idiot, and now he's just I can't say the C word, but he's just an absolute what.
He's just a knobhead. He's an absolute knobhead is the problem.
Yeah, it's just like, where did you go wrong? Like, obviously, shows change over the course of time, but yeah,
it's like SpongeBob.
Yeah,
another cultural icon. Where it's like, oh, what is SpongeBob? He's just an idiot now. Is there any depth? No, he's just an idiot. Squidward's just a knobhead. Mr. Krabs likes money. The crab loves money. And Gary hit him with a meow.
Meow.
I mean, that's a TikTok reference for you. You want cool like me. You're not scrolling TikTok at 2 a.m, questioning your life choices whilst playing solitaire. We can't all be me, as glamorous as my lifestyle is. But yeah, no, it's a thing where through time, a lot of the characters who were really nuanced and really interesting just end up being butchered because,
Yeah, I will say, like, early Family Guy is on another level. Like, the first, I want to say 3 or 4 seasons. Like, the first 3 seasons, and then when they come back for the revival of the other 2 seasons are, like, good. Like, Shin Poopy of the FCC song, which FCC is it's a brilliant song. There was one I was trying to think of, and then I forgot it. But yeah, I just generally love those shows. Like I love early Family Guy.
I do respect it, but you also just sound like you sound like an old man. Remember when Family Guy was good back in the day. Remember Shapoopy. Remember Shapoopy and the FCC.
Yeah,
Remember when Peter Griffin wasn't just an idiot.
Yeah, I am that grumpy.
Do you remember? Do you remember Vinny when he killed off Brian? But yeah, I mean, I watched a decent bit of early Family Guy. I remember waiting to see new episodes, and I think the last Family Guy episode I seeked out was there's the episode where Stewie and Brian get locked in the like storage container.
Oh no, not that episode.
And at that point, I went, "Ooh,
yeah," because it's just Seth MacFarlane giving his opinion on life for like 30 to an hour. Because I think there's an hour version, but obviously they edited it down for TV, so there is two versions of it, I believe, if memory is correct. And yeah,
all right, Family Guy historian.
And like it's just, you think it's gonna be like a nice episode where like Stewie's gonna learn what Brian thinks of life and like why Brian is such a dick, and then it's just like, oh, here's my poo, eat it. And it's like, oh no, it's just it turns into like this serious thing about like, okay, this older gentleman, well, I know he's a dog, is gonna give this youngin like a voice on life, and then it's just like, no, poop, oh no,
lick my bum.
Yeah, it's just horrible. It's
no one clipped that out of context. That's within the context of Family Guy.
Ash wants his bum licked. If you don't mind, but yeah,
I always got told a story of one of my mates, and this isn't to get to toilet humor. This is more so a funny scenario. Is a mate told me about when he was fairly young, and he would go to like nursery. And this was when he was fairly young, and he hadn't learnt to, after you do your business, you give yourself a clean. You wipe. But he wasn't at the stage where he learnt how to wipe by himself yet. And he's at nursery. And he told it to me that he crawled to the teacher just off the bog, trousers still around his ankles. Crawled to the teacher, like looked at him dead in the eyes, went, "Can you wipe my bum, please?" You just imagine. Obviously, I didn't know him as a kid, so I just imagine him, but in like kid form, just like, "Please help, please."
I'm just.
It's such a ridiculous image that I can never wash from my brain.
I'm just. Excuse me. I'm just imagining like he's doing the soldier crawl, like when you have to crawl. He's doing that. Just and like shit's going everywhere. That's the problem. Just
He's making it more gross than my politely, delicately crafted around the subject.
Yeah.
Straight to the toilet humor.
That's
also, it's kind of a problem that a lot of shows. I don't know. There's a certain like demographic of cartoons that just find gross out humor funny.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not. It's just not. Like, why is like just some stuff's drawn. Like, did you ever watch much SpongeBob?
Kind of. Like I've seen some like early. I've seen like some early.
There's an episode where SpongeBob gets a splinter in his finger. And it's like, it doubles in size, and it's just this pus-filled, gross thing. And it's just about him trying to get rid of this splinter. Oh, it's awful. I'm not even a gross-out person. I watch slasher movies for fun. But I don't know why sometimes, like, cartoonists decide, I'm going to make a gross episode. Why? But then just some people's style is just gross anyways. Who thought Big Mouth was a good idea in terms of aesthetic?
I watched the early Big Mouth because I like John Mulaney, and then I got weirded out because I turned 16. I'm like, yeah, this is about kids going through puberty. I don't really know how to feel. Yeah, I'm gonna stop watching. But I was gonna say, it could be worse. It's like when the Dan Schneider allegations come out, and it's like you go back and watch the show, and it's like, here's some feet, here's some fucking feet, and it's like, ah, no, I just want to watch Drake and Josh. Stop being weird, please, please. Yeah, or iCarly, or Victorious, or Sam and Cat. Oh, no, you've ruined it. It always annoys me. Because you just be watching the show and then a big dirty toe appears. And then it's like, bloody get off my screen. But yeah, it's weird because obviously if people don't know, I grew up with South Park, so obviously like, their humor is very, they try and give their it's kind of like,
shit.
They try and give their opinion like Seth MacFarlane does, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Like in later seasons, season 20, I never want to watch again. You don't know, that's the season where they I'll briefly touch on it and then leave it very quickly. Season 20 is where they obviously were doing current events, but trying to do their own storyline. So obviously they had mapped out that Hillary was going to win the election, and then obviously Trump won. And they were like, oh, fuck. And they had to redo the entire season because they generally thought, oh, America can't be that stupid. They won't vote him in. And then they vote him in. They're like, bollocks. That's what happens when you try and do real-time events, like, in a show.
Oh, absolutely ruin you.
Yeah, it just absolutely ruined it. Think if EastEnders wasn't...
Like the time I said that Reiss was going to become a legacy character 20 years down the line. Didn't age well, did it?
No. But yeah, that's like one of my favourite things. Is just them being like, oh yeah, he's gonna win. Nope. Ah, damn it.
I never really gotten apart with South Park humour. Mostly just because I don't think it's funny when you just say shit in a stupid voice.
Yeah, it's not for many, but I still, my favourite thing is just them always ribbing Kanye West because he got so offended by it. He just got so offended. I am not a gay fish.
South Park.
Yeah, the gay fish joke. I still listen to Gay Fish, the song, the parody song that Kanye sung. Well, he didn't sing, but Kanye in the show sung it. So it generally, they do some bangers as well. They obviously did Teen America as well, to try and Matt, which I still have to watch. I still need to watch it. But yeah, that's all I know. Anything else? Any other things happening in the world?
Not really. We can just talk more about cartoons. Why not?
Yeah.
What did you grow up watching other than South Park?
Well, the early.
Did you default on like a channel?
Well, obviously it depended because my dad had Sky. Yeah. Yep. Go on, get the jokes in.
No, I don't know what the Sky jokes are, but yeah.
Yeah, because you know, like Rishi Sunak said he could never afford Sky, but now my dad can.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah. So obviously my dad's Sky, but like I grew up with Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Hannah Montana, Buying a Band. I think it's Buying a Band. Burton Einstein.
Isn't that a YouTuber?
No, Buying a Band.
Didn't he do the mitochondria as the powerhouse of the South?
It's generally a Disney XD show. Hold on, what the fuck's it called?
Look, we all look. That's a cultural milestone as a whole. Everybody knows that mitochondria is a powerhouse of the South.
Hold on, what the fuck's it called? No, it's not called. It's not called Buying a Band. It's called I'm in the Band. It's an American teen sitcom that aired on Disney Plus. The show follows a 15-year-old Trip Campbell, becomes the lead guitarist for his favourite rock band Iron Weasel, just trying to make a comeback. Trip helps the band by securing new gigs, trying to make them popular again. And then the series premiered in 2010 and was renewed for a second series. The show was then cancelled in April 2011, and the final episode aired on December 9th. But don't ask me why I remember it. I'm in the band, but I just bloody do. And then there's another one. I think it's called.
Just wasn't expecting a Boy in the Band reference in 2025.
What the fuck's the purple puppet?
Showing the lack of age. I was a bit of everything really. I enjoyed a lot of Cartoon Network. We also had Sky, you know. I enjoyed I kind of went through all the above. I like Cartoon Network. You know, watch a lot of like Scooby Doo and stuff. Scooby Doo was the legendary. I had an orange Scooby Doo lunchbox that I had for like 4 years, and then I got to the high school, and my mum's like, "Yeah, you're a bit old for Scooby Doo now." And I'm like, "No, I'm not. No, don't take away this lovely Scooby Doo lunchbox from me." Oh, you there?
No, I'm here. I was just gonna bring up. I have to send it to Ash first, but this was the other show I watched. Do. Look, come on, Discord, don't fuck me over. Just keep it there for a second while I wait for Discord to come. Fuck, I was gonna send it like that. But apparently I can't send it, so how? Oh,
Yeah.
but yeah, I grew up with like these shows. Like obviously this is the one I wanted to send, if it will actually send this time to you. Also I apologize for the crash that happened. But yeah, I grew up with this show, Ash. I don't know if you ever heard of this show.
What is that?
That is. Let me just put it off. That is. Let me just.
I feel like I had that jacket.
Oh no! I pulled up the fucking Whittaker the fucking article. That's Crash and Bernstein. That
Right.
that was a TV show that had like a purple. It was supposed to be like the Muppets, but it was not the Muppets. It was horrible.
They're quite hard to imitate the Muppets. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
The Muppets are gonna outlive both of us.
Yeah. It was. It was supposed to get another series where Bernstein the puppet or Crash. He's one of the two where he was gonna join the military and then like do something. The series just fell flat on its hole. But yeah, like, I would recommend it, but at the same time, it probably hasn't aged well. Also, Hannah Montana. Grew up with Hannah Montana. Love Hannah Montana.
Banger.
You get
See,
the
the
best.
issue of watching any of this stuff back is just the laugh track. I just don't like laugh tracks anymore. I don't want to be told what's funny and what's not. I'll decide what's funny. Like, you know, it's just. I mean, the Big Bang Theory ruined laugh tracks for everyone.
Bazinga.
Stop it! Stop laughing! It's not funny! Stop laughing, please! But yeah, I watched all the above. Like I said, I watched a lot of Scooby Doo. I told a story about how I got told to not have my lovely orange Scooby Doo lunchbox anymore because my mum said people might bully me for it. And I went, no, mum. They just don't understand the culture. Love Scooby Doo.
Oh yes.
On Zombie Island, banger. Watched a decent chunk later on. Watched a bit of Adventure Time as well, banger. But I was a bit old for it at the time, anyways. Enjoyed Fairly Odd Parents. Absolute great show. Enjoyed a bit of SpongeBob, and it was also a bit of a Disney and Nickelodeon nutter. So all the above. Although Hey Arnold still is my reigning champion of kids TV.
Yeah.
It's just kind of it's kind of funny to just date yourself, like.
What you say?
Yeah, it's just funny to kind of date yourself like far back. It's like, how far back does it go? And then some people are gonna look at us like, "How?" Also, Tom and Jerry, legendary. Love Tom and Jerry. But yeah, just it's funny to kind of date yourself and put where your childhood shows would have been. So then some people in the comments who are pretty much the age range, pretty much our age range, is like 18 to like teens to like young adult, then like 25 to 34, and that's apparently our demographic. So all you boomers out there are going to be like, what the bloody hell's that? I like Looney Tunes and that.
I grew up with Looney Tunes.
I watched Looney Tunes as well. But...
I was going to say, like, I was going to bring up like British kids TV shows. So obviously, like, you have Hard Henry, you have 64 Sue Lane, which again, listening to, I don't know if that's British, but I just wanted to bring up 64 Sue Lane because it had a banger theme. 64, 64, today. 64. Oh, mate, I listened to that.
Bananas in pajamas.
Bananas
Legendary.
in pajamas.
In pajamas.
They're coming down the
I
stairs.
didn't know the lyrics then. Don't know them now.
Bob the Builder, obviously the original one, the OG.
Yeah, but no, but the new one didn't really get going, did it?
No. But I am excited to see the Wolf, the Builder,
the bear in the big blue house.
Yeah. Oh, mate. Oh.
Blues Clues. I'll always tell this story, but the one thing you'd always watch if you were up at you were up at late times. So at late times when you're a kid, it's 9 o'clock or something. You're like, I'm so sleepy. But if you did actually venture into the night on Cartoon Network, you'd always find Skatoony, which was the weird fake game show with animated characters and stuff. And you knew you were in the real Dejan hours when you find Skatoony on Cartoon Network. You're like, what's going on here? Whoa. But it's still just the actual kid show. The one that will always be funny to me is the Shiny Show, which was the show which was about just pissing off your parents and get all the spoons out the drawer now. Well, bloody hell, there's all the spoons on the carpet in the living room on the floor next to the dog. Now get all the forks out. It's like, ugh. Then you just see your parent just fucking. Can you stop that, man? Stop! If you're gonna get all the spoons out, put them away. So I know, but the Shiny Show doesn't tell me what the Shiny Show tells me what to do. You don't, Mum. Leave me alone.
We didn't get Adult Swim over here, did we? After Cartoon Network.
Not really. It was, some of the stuff was ported over, but
yeah, I just obviously people who know now. Obviously, I have Smiling Friends tattoos on my legs. I will pull up the image, but I won't. So yeah, I just
don't want to scare the grannies.
Don't want to scare the grannies showing cankles. Yeah,
showing thigh.
Yeah, showing thigh. But I just grew up with obviously CBeebies and CBBC. But obviously, if you're a poor kid
CBBC,
someone can't really afford Sky and they can only afford Fairview. I think it's called Fairview, free TV. Freeview. Obviously, you had RTE Junior, so you have to watch all the RTE Junior shows, and it was just yeah. I'm 15 and I'm watching Paw Patrol. Let's go. You can't tell
Rory, the racing car. Rory, make way for Noddy. Noddy. There we are. This is the nostalgia corner apparently.
Noddy. How and then
I would never revisit any of that.
What about Fifi and the flower pots?
Yeah, they were terrifying though. They were gross as they were weird elephant things.
Another one. They were flowers.
Okay, I'm mistaking them for the Fimbles. Remember the Fimbles? The weird elephant behemoth creatures.
You might have to send me an image.
They were terrifying, honestly.
The Fimble.
Oh,
yes. It's just the guy with the roly-poly. Yes, I remember these. I loved
they
this
were they were terrifying.
I loved them. Is this
the Fimbles? Fimbly Bimbly.
Oh my god! And it has Roly-Poly, the guy I always bring up, Roly Mo. Yeah, him. His Roly.
Which is Roly? Which one's Roly?
The fuck? Why are you bringing up a fucking? Why the fuck is he bringing up a news article? Roly is this guy. I've always brought him up. It's sending now.
Mate, how'd they get? They did 2 seasons and they got 100 episodes. Bloody hell! And Balamory was great. Enjoyed Balamory. I was a big Archie fan, or Spencer. I think Spencer was the painter. All the songs. I'm Archie, the inventor. I know how things are done. Bloody Miles Jupp. Is that the other guy? Miles something.
Obviously, we can't. If we're talking about Roly Poly and the Fimbles, we can't forget about the classic. We can't forget about the classic, which is the Tweenies.
Yeah.
Had a
Enjoyed the Tweenies. Loved Jake. Jake was my homie.
when Ash does his like Kid Keanu impression, he sounds like, I think it's Milo from like the Tweenies. He always just sounds like Milo from the Tweenies. Can you give us your impression?
No, I don't want to ruin my voice. Sorry.
But yeah, the Tweenies even had a PS1 game. Well, I think everyone had a PS1 game. But yeah, I loved it. Fucking, I don't care fuck doing watching Walford. I'm just gonna do watching children cartoons. Let's go.
It does get sad after a little while.
It does. You're 30 and you're still watching
like Eagle Pickle. Hello, Eagle. Make it stop, please. Make it stop.
Mate, just because
I was too old for the In the Night Garden. I'll be honest.
Oh, I wasn't. I was loving that shit with my little blankie. Oh, suck on my thumb. Oh, I loved it. I mean, I'm just imagining because
you were doing that 2 days ago, though. That's the problem.
I still do to this day. Yeah, you're correct. Yeah, the blanket's upgraded though, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But I was just like imagining, because obviously I've tattoos. I'm just imagining a child getting a tattoo. It's like, what do you want? I want Eagle Pickle on the playground, just tattooed on me to show the kids that I'm a hard.
Yeah, but you do that anyway. You get those fakes you get the fake Spider-Man tattoo, put it on your arm, and like, do that, yeah.
Yeah, obviously people will remember the school discos. You know, you're sliding across the floor in your Spider-Man costume. You know, because it's Halloween disco.
I was never. I don't think I was ever wearing like superhero costumes. I do have the autism. I don't think I was that. I don't think I ever did that.
Yeah,
Although I was one of those. I did not like clothes for a long period. I was still like going around the house naked. I did not like clothes. Blame the autism.
He still does that to this day. What do you want about?
Yeah, it's just you hear someone walking around the house. Not anything untoward. It's just me walking around. That's untrue.
He just has to put clothes on for YouTube. That's all. When this recording's over,
he's him off the Pornhub.
Yeah, and OnlyFans. Well, that's been an interesting half an hour.
Interesting is a word to put it.
That's been an interesting half an hour. How long are we in? Well, I guess now is.
You want any more topics like that? Tell us in the comment section.
Yeah. Obviously we can talk about like why we're wrestling fans and shit, but you probably don't want that. So I guess without further ado, Phil Mitchell struggles. Are you ready for this? So Phil Mitchell. Yeah, this by the way, I know I've titled this at 33 minutes and 20, but yes, this is the EastEnders segment. If you couldn't tell, we're no longer talking about Eagle Pickle, so everyone just relax. Okay.
Unfortunately, bring it back.
Yeah, unfortunately, we want Eagle Pickle. That's all Phil needs. He's depressed. All he needs is Eagle Pickle, Iggledy Piggledy.
I mean, when I got depressed as a teenager, I just watched Hey Arnold, and it solved all my problems. Didn't bring my dad back to life, but you know, one step at a time, eh?
Well, the cloning's a thing now. They clone the sheep. They can clone your dad if you want. But yeah, I don't know where I was going with that joke, but I went somewhere. So Phil Mitchell, he's still struggling. So Sharon has obviously given Phil the money for the boxing gym. She's given his share to him in a little brown envelope, and obviously we see that Billy is having an engagement, a wedding party planning.
Well, he's just been cheeks at planning the party.
Yeah,
he's been Ricardo cheeks. He doesn't know what budget is. He's fumbled the bag.
Yeah, I'd agree. And obviously he's planning. Oh, he's planning to he's planning the wedding. He's bought food for 300 people, even though there's only 30 people going. But like, if you're having it in the Queen Vic, everyone's just gonna get a plate of food. Like, we're even gonna get a plate of food. It's gonna be live. We're gonna be.
Oh yeah, I'd show up just for the food.
Yeah, we're gonna be.
Right, Billy, mate. Yeah. Sounds good, mate. See ya.
Like, we'll be in L Street Studios the day it happens, because we got an invite. Didn't we, Ash?
We did.
Yeah, we did. And Billy's wedding. So
I did leave them on red though, unfortunately.
He
Just too bloody busy, Billy.
just imagining. I just imagine because obviously I know you'd have to be in character, so you'd have to talk to what's his name, Perry.
Benwick.
Benwick.
I'm not getting any lines.
No. But I'm just imagining you go off script and you just go up to him and go, "Is that hair real? Hold on, I know you got a hair transplant, but hold on, is that bloody real?"
Billy, I've got to say one thing to you. You've got the best hair transplant in soap. You legend.
Yeah, just Ash. That's not in the script, but I wanted to be in the script. He's got a great hair transplant. Yeah, so
Great bonnet on him.
Just imagining Chris Clencher just looking over like, oh no, why did I bring these two to the studio? It's a great investment, but now it's not. So yeah, he's planning the wedding, and he's planned. 30 people are showing up, but he's made it 300. So it's going to cost him a lot. So obviously Phil goes to Mum, goes, "I just get the money. It's on the table. It's somewhere, and just give it to Billy and say it's from Steve."
And treat yourself.
And treat yourself. Buy yourself something. And how much does Mo even take? Does he take like $1,000?
No, she probably takes like a hundy.
I would have fucking taken
100,000.
I would have took a fucking $1,000. Go on.
Well, it's just not worth the cost in Phil Mitchell, really. Mate,
Yeah.
I'm not stealing from famed criminal gangster big bloody hell. I'm not stealing from the man, the myth, the legend.
Big Philly Mitch.
Like, you'd have to disappear quick.
Yeah.
I can't imagine you running too fast. Phil would catch up to you.
I barely ran across.
You'd wring your neck.
I barely ran across the road when I jaywalk. I do that little fat jog, you know, that little jog. Oh, I do this jog. The
one jog that I always laugh about is when you want to run but you don't, so you just kind of do that weird like you take longer strides with your legs, just like but you just do really gangly long legs and you just look like an idiot because your legs are the only thing moving, but your body's like that one.
So obviously we don't care about the EastEnders if you couldn't tell.
It wasn't a great week of it.
No. Can we go back and talk about Roly Poly? I love the Roly Poly. Roly Poly's my favorite.
Roly Poly.
Yeah, Roly Poly. Oh, little fella. I'd adopt a Roly Poly, honestly. I believe I had a plushie of Roly Poly. Anyways, so Phil just obviously just sits in the corner. Like, yeah.
Yeah, he's clearly making gestures because he wants to help, but he knows that they won't accept his help. So he's doing like little guardian angel type stuff, trying to provide in case he isn't there in the future.
Yeah, poor Philly. Obviously we'll get back to Phil when we talk about Cindy has got a gun. So I should have really made it.
Cindy's got a gun. Cindy's got a gun. Na.
That's what we're going to be chanting in L Street when we arrive. So obviously, I guess now it is the time for the Raggy Ruby Allen special. Let's just note that down.
Raggy.
Raggy.
Ruby Allen special.
Scooby-Doo.
A lot happens this week, Ruby, because we have Ruben and Marty. They're having some issues because, I mean, honestly, they blackmail the counsellor, who's a weird sex pest. Like we said last week, he's like, "Oh, Ruby, feisty. Me likey." It's like, all right, Yoda, what the fuck? What are you talking about, son? What are you talking about? It's like the scene with Will in The In-Betweeners where he starts doing Yoda quotes. What are you doing, you gross bastard?
Mate, just so you know, on The In-Betweeners, you know what I got? You know what I got this week? I got on my Instagram, it popped up. So people are obviously doing like fan edits, but I got a fan edit for Pedo Kennedy from The In-Betweeners for some reason. Don't know why, but I just did. So yeah, it's fun to bring that up. He was obviously the teacher that everyone said he's a pedo, but no, he's not. And then at the end they went, okay, yeah, he is. Yeah, I just got an edit of that for some reason. So just want to bring it up. In Between is also a great show. It's very fun. It wouldn't happen today, but yeah, continue.
I mean, it can and it will. Let's be honest. But yeah, well, I don't know why you derailed me for that, but yeah. Councillor Zach's best. Martin, being angry, gets Ruby to delete the bloody blackmail because it works. The blackmail works. We're stalling it. We're not doing the redevelopment anymore. The market's safe. But then Martin being like, yeah, but you did it in an underhand way, didn't you? It worked, didn't it, you idiot? What are you doing? So he then makes Ruby meet with a counsellor and then just delete the blackmail right in front of him. It'd be like insulting a serial killer, leaving a sharp knife right there, and then just bloody turning your back like, no, he's going to stab me. What are you doing? He's a seedy counsellor. Martin, you ball bag, what are you doing? And so, with the blackmail gone, Martin's stall's been closed down. There's rat shit everywhere. It's from Martin scurrying back to his nest, the idiot. Loser. Stupid. So Martin's stall gets taken down. And then Martin's just like, I think you've done enough, Ruby. I think you've done enough, Martin. Fucking idiot. You got this shut down. Fuming. I hate Martin sometimes. I love him, but I hate him.
Stupid,
He's just such an idiot.
Martin.
He's just such an idiot. And call Billy's hair transplant guy as well. Come on, sort it out, please. Please. Getting amped up here. But Stacey and Honey try to get Martin's stall back. And Honey tries to act like Phil Mitchell. And I don't know what happens with the counsellor, but in the end he folds. Yeah, it's fine. You can have your stall back. And so this leads to Stacey and Martin he kisses her on the cheek as a sign of just in front of Ruby as well. Not that he knows. And then Martin's feeling a bit done in. He's what's that face? You having a sneeze? Camera on you, easy. What is that? What is that face? He just goes. Face just about to combust.
I was trying to sneeze. That's why the camera was on you. I was trying to sneeze, so I gotta make it obvious. That's why when Mike's viewing it, there's probably
his face just imploded for a second.
He's probably gonna, since Ash has the 2 feed recording, he's gonna go into the timestamp and find that. He's gonna find that image, and that's gonna
be of blackmail fodder. But the stall's back opened. Martin's happy with Stacey, but he's still angry at Ruby, which it isn't her fault. Like, she would have gotten it back anyways. You just didn't like her method. Like, Christ's sake. And he's still yelling at her, but then Ruby decides, he's a bit down on himself. Like, yeah, what have I really achieved? Which, let's be honest, even though Stacey and Ruby are trying to hype him up, he is useless as fuck. Like, I love Martin. His life is meaningless. He's done nothing. He's had some kids, but he's still he's now 40. He's coming up to 40, and he still works at the fruit and veg stall. Somehow making ends meet. I don't know how he's making ends meet on that fruit and veg stall at all in 2025 in London. And he's a bit down on himself. So Ruby decides, I've got an idea. Hello, Ian. Ian, I'd like to buy Martin's fruit and veg stall from you. And apparently Ian sold it. He sold it for a couple grand, the mad bastard. Mate, I bet he's great in poker. Yeah, how much is that worth? yeah, these hands are really awful. And he pulls out a royal flush. Like, Ian, where you been hiding that from, man? What the what? What? He sells that fruit and vegetable to Martin via Ruby for a couple grand. So now Martin's finally achieved something. His sugar mama has bought him a fruit and vegetable.
But it's obviously going to go bankrupt because he can't afford it.
And he's got a storage room as well. Look at him. He's finally put his stamp on the world.
Yeah.
But I just Martin, man. Just get your priorities straight. And Ian tells him, stop taking her for granted, for fuck's sakes. Just stop it. Stop taking Ruby for granted. And will he? Who knows? Probably not.
Yeah.
I mean, probably will, rather.
Sorry, I got thrown off when you made fun of my face for when I was trying to sneeze. I look like that cat, and I'll send you afterwards. I didn't really mess with this like Martin bit because he's just an asshole. He's just an asshole.
He's a selfish idiot.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Why, Martin? If you have blackmail over someone, keep it. It's great. We here at Watching Walford advise if you have blackmail, use it against them. Don't we, Ash?
That is not me.
He did nod. Note that down, editor.
I always nod.
He did nod, so he does agree. So yeah, I guess I'll continue on because I don't have much to add for the Martin stuff. Sorry, you're gonna notice this.
I'm just sick of Martin. Just stop taking everyone for granted, please. Please stop. Either just sort it out. Just sort it out, man.
Yeah. And now for the second to last topic, Cindy's got a gun.
Got a gun. Cindy's got a gun. Na 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 na. Cindy's got a gun. Got a gun. Cindy's got a gun. Does she actually have the gun yet? I don't remember.
Oh no, she doesn't. I don't know. I'd assume not.
I don't think she's stolen it yet, but
No.
she may have.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
I just have a title as Cindy's got a gun. Like it might happen next week, and if it does happen next week, I'm still gonna title it as
I mean,
Cindy.
she's definitely stealing the gun at some point.
Yeah.
It's not a bold prediction.
Yeah,
Wow, Phil, where's the gun? You wouldn't show me where the gun is. Where's the gun? Oh, I've now noted your pin down.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'll get into that in a second. But this video is sponsored by Gun Control. I won't even mention no. We're not too famous for that. So Cindy, throughout the week, is getting more and more worried as, someone threw a brick through her window, someone smacked her over the head with a shovel. So she's getting pretty worried.
In a video game.
In a video game, of course. All in a video game, which is Minecraft, which is today's sponsor. The letter M is for Minecraft. So she's obviously preparing. She's preparing herself because she doesn't want to live in fear anymore. And so they go for a drink in the Queen fake, and Gina's hiding a secret. Harry Mitchell. She's seen talking to Harry Mitchell last week. Sorry, trying to get my words straight. Give me a second. She's trying to talk to Harry Mitchell. She was talking to Harry Mitchell last week and this week, and she's just acting suspicious. And Anna's going around trying to find why is she suspicious? Why are you acting weird? And then she meet up with Freddie, and Freddie's like, yeah, Anna, woo, Anna, way. And obviously it's revealed that Gina threw the brick through Cindy's window, through Reiss's window, I should say, and was aiming for Cindy's head. So yeah, it's revealed that. And then everyone's like, Gina, where were you that night? Meanwhile, Anna is sleeping with Freddie. Anna and Freddie go back to the bedroom for some loving.
Well, I don't get to that stage yet.
Okay. So
leads them back to that. I mean, first, the confession of the brick through the window is Junior learning that something happened. And it's still kind of like, A part of me does wonder whether it was him just trying to cover for Gina, but it seems like they are just taking it that she did throw the brick, which, I guess fair enough. But it was him just being like, "Yeah, what are you trying to hide then?" And it's just, yeah, she says, "Yeah, I threw the brick. It
Yeah.
caused a lot of problems." But George knows that there's more. She knows that she's got to be lying about something, and they both talk about it. We get some stuff off screen where George is like, "Yeah, so that's what I did at Christmas." And it's just, you don't get to hear it because it's just how it works. They don't want us to know what George did on Christmas night. So yeah, and then Gina says, "Yeah, I slept with Freddie Slater," and then that's when Anna and Freddie arrive, and Anna's like, "What? What do you mean? What you done that for?" And my favourite bit about this segment is someone obviously brings up, "But that's what you did to Bobby. That's different." No, it's not. No, it's not. You did the exact thing to Bobby, you fucker. Oh, it's just gold. It's just gold. It's just funny.
But also, I didn't know, that Freddy was adjusting his shirt. So I did make the assumption that they did have the sex together. The sex. So yeah, it's
It's so rich. It's so rich that bloody. How dare you? I would never do this to you. You did it to Bobby, though, your boyfriend that you said you loved. What? Dare you? You stole my future.
I think Anna just talks to Freddy and is like, "Yeah, I want someone that I can love, someone that I can trust, and I don't know if that's you, Freddy." The next day, Anna gets gifted a bun from Freddy. This is.
I mean, before that, they throw. Gina and Anna throw hands. Anna threw a bloody. It was a slap, but it could have been a haymaker. Jesus Christ, she's. She is George Knight's daughter, but he absolutely smashed her, and they have a fight in the street. And George is like, "Oi, we aren't animals. Come on."
Yeah.
And George tells Gina that she should probably stay somewhere else tonight. So she stays at Junior's.
So yeah, Anna's given. It's my favorite. It's just the bun. This is. I'm sorry. Got a little sad face. I don't know why that boggled me, but it did.
It's just stupid, isn't it?
It's can't be EastEnders. And obviously, Cindy is getting more and more frustrated. She asks for the shovel, but she doesn't get the shovel. And then obviously Junior has
to. Who took the shovel?
Well, what would you like to know? Let's go to Ballamornie and find out. It was obviously Junior. Junior took the shovel off the roof. I'm guessing George told George to take the shovel, and then George took the shovel off George. But I might be wrong.
I don't know why you're saying it in the most confusing way possible.
Exactly. I've made it confusing so people were confused. That was my entire point.
Yeah, but you confused yourself.
I didn't confuse myself.
No, I should be. Junior just stole it and went. Well, he stole it and then he angles it the way that, look, if Gina and Anna are caught up in this, I'd rather have the choice. But then Cindy arrives and Cindy's like, "Hey, so you should have the shovel. You should give it into the police. You never know what evidence you're gonna find off this." And apparently, it's been given into the police.
Yeah, and also we see footage of Junior kicking a box on Christmas Day, being angry. Okay, I generally laugh at this because this seems so stupid. He's like, "Cindy, pick up," and then just angrily kicks a box. Yeah, Gina, Anna, no, Gina. Gina shows Cindy the footage of to Cindy. It shows her the footage of the phone, of Junior kicking the box. It's like, "Yeah, I was sent this footage. What do you think?" And then Cindy's like, "Oh, bloody hell." I sort it. She has a word with Junior, and then Junior just confesses, and
For stealing the shovel.
The stealing the shovel, yeah. And then we continue to the night where obviously Cindy is riling up Kathy, and Kathy's like, all right. And then the duff stuff is just her going to Junior, and then just Kathy walking off, and that's basically it. Did I forget anything?
Yeah. No, I think that's mostly it. Honestly, it's just I think Cindy's attentions are now put more towards the Beals rather than the Knights right now, and I think it's kind of adjusting as Cindy's realised that she can't trust anyone, and she did obviously go to Phil and basically, hey Phil, where'd you hide your gun? Oh yeah, I'll keep it in the safe. Obviously not in the same way. It's just Cindy taunted him, and he kind of snaps and just says, "Fine, here's the bloody gun," and then puts it back in the safe. But I don't remember if she gets the gun yet, but she has seen it and she wants it. So she is now pretty locked and ready to defend herself with a gun, which is a terrible idea.
Yeah.
But, maybe George gets shot.
Maybe Kathy gets shot, who knows? But imagine she gets the gun and it's unloaded. It's like, bollocks. Phil, got any ammo?
You shoot it and then it pokes out. It's like a flag that says "fuck you."
Okay, that would be better. That's all that happened, and now I just titled this "Sonia's Worried," so bear with me as I just adjust what timestamp we're at.
I mean, I knew that Reiss is an awful geezer.
Yeah, right, go on.
And I know that he's been insufferable.
Yeah.
But now he's just outright gaslighting Sonia. He's outright... I mean, he has been the whole time. But, even now, he's continued to get worse. Where Sonia's like, I don't know if I believe that Bianca would do this. She's not a killer. And then Reiss is just like, yeah, well, my wife's dead, so I hope you respect my privacy. He's like, yeah, my sister's locked up too, homie. I'm allowed to be upset. But it's just he just starts gaslighting her and making her believe that she's stupid for suspecting that anything's wrong.
See, I'll quickly run through it. So obviously we cut them on this episode where Sonia is worried about Bianca, and Reiss is trying so hard to not slip. He's trying so hard not to slip. He's just like, think about my baby, my baby, my baby don't mess around. She loves me so, and I love her for sure. So,
yeah.
Hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. Fuck it, we're doing Hey Ya by Outcast instead of this. But yeah, he's just like, my baby this, my baby that. You gotta think about the baby, son. You gotta think about the baby. My sister's locked up, you prick. Where is she? And well, not locked up. She's on the run. And Reiss is like, well, you see the thing about Nazi? I don't care, Reiss. Stop it. Just tell me where my sister is. He's like, well, Sonia, you do know my wife got killed by Bianca, so actually you're the see you next Tuesday. I'm not.
You don't have the right to talk to me about this. And everybody other than Sonia, the pennies dropped. That everybody is kind of started to realise that Reiss he's just a dodgy bloke.
Yes.
And he's clearly hiding something. Jack fills Sonia in saying, you do know that
Fuck.
The CPS would never get him to delete the footage. So you might want to ask him again, because the CPS would never do that. And then she does, and then that's the point where she's like, nah, but I hate you. I don't know. It is just Partridge at this point.
He's not even Partridge. He's just unlikable. At least with Partridge, he has some memorable quotes. Obviously, if you don't know the bit I always do with Reiss is I always bring up history, because he would in a real life relationship, you have an argument with him, he starts bringing up did you know the Romans didn't like cheese there before ham? I don't care, Reiss. You did shit in the toilet and didn't flush it. You cleaned the toilet. Like, you're the person that's in the wrong. I'm not in the wrong. You are.
I don't know what preschool arguments you're having in your relationships.
I don't know either. I'm just talking to myself in the mirror. Who shit in the toilet? It was me. It was me. I'm sorry. How dare you? I'm like in, like in Spider-Man 1 where like Norman Osborn is like talking to the mask and the mask has a voice of its own. It's just me just talking to myself. Like,
That's what you tell the doctors.
yeah, back to formula. No, stop it. So yeah, he's just gaslights her, really. That's all I can say about this week. He just gaslights her, and then Lauren's like, yeah, Bianca wouldn't do that. We're gonna find this out. And then Sonia's like, oh, Reiss, I do feel sorry. And Reiss like, okay, yeah, grand. Okay, what next? That's basically.
Yeah, move on. And he's finally doing some proper work. He's finally gotten a job again. It's crazy scenes, and he's just complaining about someone being lazy. They're accounting. Reiss, you're an in-debt accountant. What are you complaining about? Someone else's tax returns. You barely have a job. You've stolen money from everyone.
You knobhead. And I guess, do you want to do your week in review? Did you like this week? Did you not?
Oh, is that it? What was the final bit of Reiss this week? Just to recap me.
That's it. That's the final bit.
Fair enough.
I believe that's literally it. He has a talk with Sonia, and then he's like, yeah.
Right, and Sonia's just reading the Bible. She's reading Doc's Bible to kind of get some courage and have some faith as such. Don't actually think Sonia's going to become a religious character, although I could easily see them going that direction. I couldn't see Natalie Cassidy really pulling off the Dot approach to reading Bible quotes, but but yeah, I could easily see them doing this way. But yeah, I mean, all right, this week it was fun enough. I always like when there's a bit of conflict. I always like when there's a bit of a fight. Anna, I replayed Anna smacking Gina. That was great. I'm like, holy fuck. But it was a sleeper week. It was pretty interesting. It's just kind of a reminder that we are like 3 weeks away from the anniversary, and it's the deadest it's felt in a while.
Yeah. Just before.
But it was a good week. But still, it's just you remember the context. It's just been quite underwhelming, really.
See, I know Chris Clencher is going to knock it out of the park when it happens, but I don't really know the current build-up. And my thoughts of the week is, if you could tell, I did struggle. Like, obviously I was playing my Hexa game, where you have to, like, put all the red pieces to the red pieces and all the blue pieces to the blue pieces, and then you can exit, and yeah. So I was just doing that sort of game. Yes, I know I do it like the autistic Subway Surfers on one screen, and then above it is like the other screen. But it's how I mainly watch it.
Hey, look, you always get it done. You always get it done.
Just Ash complaining. Is that game in our contract? I don't know. But yeah,
I'm playing all sorts of games while I'm watching the EastEnders.
Yeah.
I'm out on walks watching the EastEnders.
Fair enough. Fair enough. That's how we get a watch. And yeah, I know people might not like that approach, but fuck you, I don't care. Yeah, obviously, I really don't know how to think about this week.
Just like the fan fiction, it's not being fucking read. We're not reading the fan fiction. No one's getting to this point in the video. We're not reading the fan fiction anymore.
We might read the fan fiction. We might. I just love every comment. Just like, will you read the fan fiction? Fuck off! Have you been here for the last year? You're just hoarding us out. I told Ash this would happen, and Ash went, no, it won't. And then it fucking happened. You don't.
We did need the content at the time. To be fair,
we did. We might continue the series. We might not. But who knows? It's up in the air. But yeah. It's now time for the awards, I guess. 105.
Well, do you have any more on that point about heading to the anniversary?
It's just it's heading to the anniversary, but I don't really see the point of it is the thing, because it's just
it. Yeah, sorry.
no, no.
The
Go on.
momentum. It's not like before this point. We typically know where we're going to go, and we do somewhat know where we're going to go. But it's still just been quite underwhelming in its approach, and like I said, it's just a lot of the shortcomings are fully reaching the surface now. Like at the time when Chris Crenshaw said he was like stepping down, it's like, oh God, what are we gonna do without Chris Crenshaw? And now it's just like, next, next. Like, because there is still good stuff, but like it felt like 2023 had like a fine line weaving in through everything, and it was just really like intricately well handled, all set up at the right time, all intricately planned, all the way to the like sounds and gestures, and then the end is just, yeah, and then Reiss is gonna get Debbie, and then Sonia's gonna go to prison, then Bianca's gonna get kidnapped. Sorry, what? Well, if you just grounded and like sorted out these aspects, maybe people wouldn't be complaining as much.
Yeah,
but yeah, just a lack of momentum for me is what is killing a lot of the. It doesn't feel like we're heading towards the anniversary.
No.
It just feels like it's another month when it shouldn't be. It should be a celebration of 40 years of EastEnders.
I guess now is the time for the awards. You don't know what the awards is. What we do is where we give 3 awards out, and that'll do. Yeah, that'll do.
None of them mean anything.
None of them mean anything, but I'll just put the 2 cameras on. Why not? Hello. None of these awards mean anything, but we just give them out. So obviously it goes in order of who. We end on who needs slapping down. We then have underrated and the Keanu Taylor Award of Excellence. So who is underrated for you, Ash? When you finish your
yawn. Underrated. Bollocks.
The bollocks. That's a great. They can be underrated. They're smooth.
I don't even know, man. Anna's slap.
All right. I'm going underrated. Cindy just about to get a gun. Just I love it.
Yeah.
The Keanu Taylor Award of Excellence.
Martin's perception of morals. See, when Stacey and Honey basically told the counsellor to back the fuck off, but politely, it's fine. But when Ruby blackmails him and gets the job done, that's out of line.
Yeah, I don't know what the Keanu Taylor Award of Excellence is going to. Junior kicking the boxes. You can tell we're sold out. And who needs slapping?
Yeah.
Who needs slapping down? Chris Crenshaw.
Just the week in general.
Yeah.
January needs slapping down.
Yeah, and I hope you enjoyed, folks. This has been the podcast. We were going to record a video for one more match next. So yeah, I guess we'll just talk to you later on. See you then. Bye bye. Bye bye.